Hi guys, this is Kushal Kumar and this is the part 4 of my C programming language tutorial, which is about elements in C. So the first thing is C characters. C is made up of these uppercase A to Z characters and lowercase a to Z characters plus some special symbols. All these characters, these are the only characters of which C is made up at the basic level, and each character out of these has a special value called ASCII value, which you can see here. As you can see, uppercase A to uppercase Z is given the ASCII value of 65 to 90, and lowercase a to lowercase z is given 97 to 122, and 0 to 9 is given 48 to 57, and there are some other special characters. So this was about C characters. Then there are some escape sequences in C. These are some escape sequences and let's learn about them one by one. First is backspace, which has ASCII value of 008. So in case of backspace, cursor moves to the previous position of current line. Let's see how it works. Let's go to File, New, and then File. Give it a name. Part 4.c. Let's quickly write the code. Printf this is backspace part 4. Put it under double quotes. Return 0. A function always returns something, and in this case it returns 0, which states, as I told you earlier, that the execution was successful. We can give it some other value, such as in some case when we know that a certain program will have error at some point, then we can give it some other return value like 5 or whatever. So let's build it, now run it. As you will see, what we wrote here is this, after that I and S is missing. So what happened is cursor moved from THISIS to this character, which is backspace, and in this case cursor went back to the position where this S is, and after that P came. At the point when P came, cursor was at the position of S. So what it does is it overwrites S, and in place of S it puts P. So that's what the output is here. So let's see what the other one is. The next is bell alert, which has 007 as the ASCII code. It produces a sound. Let's see how it does. Just put A instead of B. Build it. Now run it. As you can hear it, this is the sound that it makes. And the next one is R, carriage return, moves the cursor to the beginning of the next line. This works the same way as \n did. Instead of n, we'll write R. So this is the output that came. Let's open command prompt and go to desktop. Here our file is part4.c. part4.c. So it compiled successfully. Now what you have to do is write something like this, and now go here and see what happened. So as you can see, after this is the cursor went to the next line and started printing from here. I used that document file because sometimes what happens is different compilers give different outputs, and in this case of escape sequences this happens very often. So the next is new line, which has 010 as the ASCII code, and as you know, it moves the cursor to the beginning of the next line, the same way carriage return does. Next is form feed. Cursor moves to the initial position of next logical page. Let's see what happens in this case. If you put F here, after building it, run here. So this is some undefined behavior which is happening because of the fault of the compiler. Because different compilers sometimes give different results. We'll do the same thing here. Go to the command prompt and GCC, or just use the up arrow on your keyboard and this will come. Click on enter. Do the same thing here. Go back, open it. As you will see, it's the first page, and after that part 4 is on the next page. So this is what form feed does. Cursor moves to the initial position of next logical page. And the next is null, which has 000 as the ASCII code. It was originally intended to be an ignored character, but now used by many programming languages to mark the end of a string. Null character has no value. It's ignored by the compiler. But over time, programming languages started using it as the end of the string. Let's build it and run it. As you will see, after there is no output because compiler thinks that it is the end of the string. Let's try to do the same thing here also. As you see, there's nothing other than this is, and one space here, which is exactly as it is here. So the next is vertical tab. Let's see how vertical tab works. So this compiler is still showing the undefined behavior. We'll do the same thing again. Go here, compile it, and then create a document file. Go back, open it. So what this does is it provides you vertical tab, and a tab is roughly like, if A is here, then tab will be this much long. This space is tab 1 2 3. So this is horizontal tab, and in case of vertical tab, it should have been like 1 2 3. But this isn't showing the way it should. Again, it depends on different compilers, but you get the idea now. Next is that I haven't mentioned here, horizontal tab, and let me show you that. Build it, run it. As you can see, there is a tab between is and part 4. So this works fine on this compiler. So now you know how escape sequences work, and basically the behavior depend upon different compilers. So you should be careful about that. Let's talk about comments. So comments are additional information that compiler ignores, but it is helpful for a user who sees your code. Like you can write here, this is for print f, and now if you run it, the compiler completely ignored this line. So this is called single line comment. And if you want to make a multi-line comment, what you have to do is use / asterisk whatever you want to write. This is a multi-line comment. To close it, use asterisk /. And now if you run it, the compiler completely ignores these two lines. So this is what compilers do. Delimiters. So what delimiters are? They are separators. They provide some meaning, some syntactic meaning. So these delimiters are like colon, semicolon, these braces and these parentheses, hash and comma. This is just for understanding what delimiters are. There is not much to know about it.